What's up, y'all? Driver Oz. I'm back, yo. I'm back in this shit. Now, hell, I ain't made a video for, I don't know, it's been a month, maybe 2 months. I don't know. It's been a minute. But, let's address some shit first. This one, on one of my videos, some dude commented and said that I needed to go find the rest of my teeth. Something in that context. Alright, look. I got some teeth, yeah. I got them all. I got a chipped one right there. Because I was eating some corn through a picket fence and the farmer's plow hit my tooth and fucked me up. But, you know, nah, that was them buck teeth people. But yeah, I got all my teeth, motherfucker, except my wisdoms. And I have one of them pulled out, and I pulled the other one out myself because it was loose. Save on them doctor bills. But anyway, this video is going to be about the rebel flag, Black Lives Matter, tearing down monuments, and whatever the hell else I go on. Alright, let's start out with the Confederate flag. I call it the rebel flag. I don't know. It is what it is. NASCAR got rid of that flag. They kicked it out of the sport. Said it symbolized racism and all that. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I don't own no rebel flags. You know, not that I've never had one. I've had them before, but I ain't owned one for years and years and motherfucking years. But I'm fine with that. But what I'm not fine with is that they took the rebel flag out, and then all the people that they pissed off, they let Bubba Wallace run a Black Lives Matter car. Okay? He said the rebel flag made people feel uncomfortable. Okay? Black Lives Matter makes a lot of white people feel uncomfortable because they see all this crazy shit on TV and see all these crazy ass demands that they have, and they want to defund the damn police and all that, and that don't belong in NASCAR. You know, they should have just left it all. They should have got rid of the rebel flag and rolled with it from there. You know, hell with it. I have no problem with them getting rid of the rebel flag and banning it from racetracks. That's not an issue for me at all. It doesn't bother me. You know, there's people that's really pissed about it. But I was even more upset about the Black Lives Matter car. You know, I mean, I understand the principle of where Black Lives Matter is coming from. But their message is that they're getting held down because of the color of their skin. They can't do this and they can't do that and they can't do this because of the color of their skin. That's total bullshit. And that's a racist statement. You know, if you claim that you can't do something because you're black, you're a damn racist. This is America. You know, we have civil rights. That's unbelievable that they're gonna, you know, that's their claim, and then they want to defund the police. Okay, who are you gonna call when somebody's breaking in your house? Who are you gonna call when you have a crash on the road and some drunk driver runs into you and hurts you? No police show up. Okay, so what? The paramedics have to determine who caused the accident? No, that's not going to work. You know, you got to call the National Guard. Them guys are busy. There's not as many of them as there are police. You know, so that shit's not going to work. You know, what is the purpose of defunding the police? The police are doing their jobs. You know, and all this outrage about the police killing black Americans. Hey, look up the numbers. There's more white unarmed Americans that were killed by police just last year than black unarmed Americans. And still, you have to be committing a crime or be, you know, doing something wrong to even have any kind of run-in with the police. You know, there's a reason why they're looking at you while they have their gun drawn on you. There's a reason. You know, don't try to fight the police on the damn side of the road. Don't try to run from the police. Fight them in court. If you're right, fight them in court. Even if you're wrong, hell with it. Try to fight them in court. You know, don't get pulled over. Don't do shit that's gonna, you know, that's gonna get the police attention. Defunding the police is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. You know, and besides that, okay, we're going to defund the police. Okay, guess who NASCAR uses at all these racetracks they go to sort the crowd, to route the traffic, and all this shit? Oh, they use the police, the state police. Some places, probably the city police, county sheriffs, they use the police. Okay, but they're going to run a Black Lives Matter car on the track. You know, okay, oh, all right, that's fine. That's fine. I totally disagree with it because I just don't like their message. Because their message is racist. And all these people that are giving money to Black Lives Matter, take a look at who Black Lives Matter is funding. They're funding white men presidential candidates on the Democratic side. So, you know, the white man's still holding you down. You're giving your money to him. It's not going to black communities. It's not going to black people. It's going to white politicians. You know, there ain't nobody holding y'all's ass down. There ain't nobody holding y'all down. You know, the damn, what's that word I'm looking for? Shit, I can't think of the word. But you make your own decisions. You know, you decide where your life wants to go. It's not my fault because I'm white that you're going to make stupid freaking decisions. You know, that's not my fault. I don't hate any black people at all. I'm not racist at all, even though I've been claimed to be a racist in some other videos. And it was somebody commented in the comments, was like, I was talking about something else, and they're like, oh, well, white boy, you have no reason even talking about this issue because you're white. Well, that's the most racist shit I've ever heard in my life. You know, I can't talk about something because I'm a certain skin, because of a skin pigment. That's racist. But they called me a racist in the same damn sentence. So, but anyway, let's move on from that shit. I don't agree with Black Lives Matter. Let's move on from that. Let's move on to these monuments. And these, you know, these people are all butthurt and offended by these monuments now. Again, all of a sudden, they want to tear all these Confederate monuments. Hell, they're even tearing damn Abraham Lincoln monuments down and shit. And protesting all this. 3 weeks ago, they wasn't intimidated by these monuments and these statues and shit that have been up for 50 to 100 years. Now all of a sudden they're intimidating. I mean, what is, if it's a Klan fucking statue, is a KKK dude going to jump out of that fucking statue and bite you? No, I don't think so. I think it's just bronze or concrete or brass or whatever it's made out of. It's just, it's to remind you of your history, where you've been. Okay? So let's get to people just going and just randomly, willy-nilly, just tearing them down. That's illegal. You should be arrested for that. If that statue offends you, if that monument offends you, we live in America. We have a democracy. You don't just go on somebody else's property and tear their shit up because you don't like it. Okay? There's ways to deal with it. You know, go to the courthouse, State House, wherever, file the proper paperwork and you know, comment the reasons you don't want the statue or the monument standing up there. And if enough people does that, they will have a vote on it. If you win the vote, hey, they'll remove the statue. It's not getting torn down by a bunch of dumbass idiots out here with hammers and shit that, you know, they're going to knock it over and somebody's going to get killed. And then they're going to be trying to sue people because they were doing stupid shit. You know, if it gets voted on and they want to remove it, fine. If they don't remove it, fine. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You know, it's the same if we vote on things. It's the same as the election. You know, some people voted for Hillary, some people voted for Trump in 2016. Hillary lost, Trump won. Suck it up, accept it. You know, that's what it is. That's what you have to deal with. You can't just randomly go and tear people's shit up. You know, it has to be legal. You're standing up for human rights and civil rights. You have the fucking right to vote. Utilize that right. You know, don't give me this shit that statue is making you feel oppressed. You know, these people in Black Lives Matter and all this, they're oppressing their selves. That's the word I was looking for a while ago. They're oppressing themselves. That's self-inflicted. If you're mad about a statue and it makes you feel bad, and you know, I don't know, it makes you want to cry or you're scared of it, that's self-inflicted oppression. That fucking statue can't move. It's been there for 50 to 100 years. 9 times out of 10, you're not even half that old if you're mad about that statue. Because the rest of us adults have dealt with it. We saw it there for years. You know, so what else was I going to talk about? Talked about the flag, talked about Black Lives Matter, talked about the oppression statues. I think that was it. Racial injustice. We could talk about that. You know, there is racist cops. Both sides, black and white. You know, there's racist people. Both sides, black and white. How the hell does burning your own damn city down do anything for racial injustice? You go in and loot people that have small businesses in your damn city and steal their shit and put them out of business, and they're the same color as you, you know, on both sides. Well, you're hurting these people that work their ass off to build up their businesses, and you're just going to go in there and just take their shit just in the name of George Floyd. You know, that man was locked up in jail 9 times. I know he was murdered. I believe with all my heart that he was murdered. But there's people talking about putting statues up of him. Okay, now wait a minute. He had this bad past, you know, and they say, okay, well he got past it and all this and moved on with his life, you know, not to mention the fact he was on meth when he was confronted by the police, and he was getting ready to drive. But anyway, he changed his life for the better. Okay, we had all this stuff in the past, and that's what they're saying now. Oh, well, you can't hold that against him. He changed his life, and he was doing this good and this good and this good. Okay, hold up. What about them Confederate statues you want to tear down? Yeah, them people owned slaves. Everybody in the damn country owned slaves at that point in time. What's the point? They did good things. They did bad things. You know, the bad was owning slaves, I guess. The good was standing up for what they believed in. Standing up for American people. That's what the rebel flag represents. That's what the quote, "The South will rise again," represents. Which, if our government encroaches on our rights, we will rise again against the government. See, you assholes are tearing all this stuff down And you're acting like the Confederacy. You're doing the same thing that they were doing, but you're going against human rights. You know, you're going against what we've all fought for. You know, what my grandpa fought for, and my uncles, and your grandpa, and your uncles. You're going against all that shit. You're trying to tear it all down now. Why? Because you want to forget about it? It'll never be gone. We always have to look back on it. You can't rewrite history. You can't. But that's about all I got for this video. And if you didn't notice, I don't edit my videos. They just roll. This is how I feel. If you don't like me and you want me to call and you want to call me a racist, I don't give a shit. I'm not a racist. Everybody has opinions. 9 times out of 10, people that's pointing the finger are making racist comments. Because I'm a white dude. I know it's going to be in the comments. I'm a white dude. I have no business talking about things like that. If you say that to me, you're a damn racist. But anyway, it's Driver Oz. Pina coladas, y'all.